Funny Reddit story. When I was in 6th grade, my small town school track team did very well and was allowed to compete in the state finals. My event was the 200-meter dash, and while I did okay against the other small towns we normally faced, I had no chance at state. This was pretty much the case for most of us, so we mostly goofed off and explored the massive arena and whatever. I wasn't allowed soda at home, but somebody bought me a huge Coke and I thought it was pretty great. Came time for me to run my race. Well, actually my heat in the preliminaries, as this thing was so big time that they actually had more runners than would fit on the track at once. First time I'd ever seen that. Coach tells me to do my best and have fun. Nobody expects much, it's just an honor to be there. I line up on this beautiful, wide cinder track with maybe 15 lanes, I was used to 8, and an unbelievable crowd watching. Big grandstands full of people, all new to me. I get kind of excited about the whole thing. So we all set our feet in the blocks, crouch down and tense up, waiting for the shot from the starter pistol. Meanwhile a hush settles over the crowd, we're on edge waiting for the bang. When the starter fires, I take this huge leap forward like I'm going to sprint the whole 200 meters, which is pretty much what people who are good at it do, but not my usual approach. This massive physical effort simultaneously propels the most violent, loudest fart of my life out my preteen stinkhole. Most of the crowd hasn't trained to the peak physical level that I have, so their reaction to the pistol shot is a tiny bit slower. The effect is that after the bang but before anyone makes a single sound, my fart echoes through the arena with unbelievable clarity and tone. For everyone there it's just like bang. Fair. I manage a few strides just out of instinct before realization of what's happening starts to set in. I glance over at the crowd and in that split second I can just see it on every face. They know. They all know and they are all looking right at me. This starts me laughing super hard while also running as hard as I ever have. And what's my Bodice reaction to that unusual combination? Yep, fart a lot more. However, I am now taking strides pretty rapidly, so instead of one big blast, I'm ripping a little one with each step. I can't even think of what letters could represent the sound. If you can imagine a rapid series of very brief, very loud farts, that's pretty much it. This whole situation has only taken like 10 seconds to develop, we aren't even halfway done yet and I've farted about 15 times. I literally could not continue from laughing so damn hard. I stumble to a hunched over stop right there in the middle of the fanciest arena I've ever been to, giggling like the farting idiot I am. I then realize that nobody is rushing past me, which come to think of it should have happened by this time in the race regardless of the fart situation. I turn around and every one of the other runners is either lying on the ground or crouched over laughing just as hard as I am. Literally crying laughing. Apparently, my fart-propelled lunge off the line had taken most of them out and the rest succumbed to my staccato encore presentation. And that's the story of how an entire heat was eliminated from the 200-meter state finals with no one completing the event, which I was told had never happened before in the history of state finals. I escaped amazingly unscathed as the tiny handful of people from my school were all setting up for their own events and not watching. There were rumors of a second farter and basically they let me walk away. I hid in the school bus till we left, and my coach was the only person to ever speak to me about it. He didn't laugh but he also didn't yell at me. Edit number 2. Well, come to think of it, we moved to another city that summer so maybe people did know and I just didn't know they knew. I am, very oblivious to things. Maybe I brought such shame upon my family that we had to flee and I just didn't notice. Edit number 3, I am so glad that this story made some folks' morning a little better. Reading your comments has made my morning nice too. Never doubt the power of farts.